What if the sun itself vanished, plunging the world into eternal night? For ancient Japan, this wasn't a nightmare, but a terrifying reality that changed everything. Tonight, you will discover the dramatic myth of how the sun disappeared and was brought back. We will uncover the story of Amaterasu, Japan's supreme sun goddess, her impetuous storm god brother Susanoo, and the outrageous, scandalous dance that lured light back to the world. Imagine standing in the deepest darkness you have ever known. The biting cold seeps into your bones, the air thick with an oppressive silence. No sunrise. No warmth. No light for days, then weeks, then months. You hear the whispers of your neighbors, their voices filled with terror, as crops wither and the very concept of time begins to unravel. The gods themselves, the powerful kami that govern nature, are lost in despair. This was the terrifying reality when Amaterasu, the glorious sun goddess, retreated into a hidden place, leaving all of existence to wither in perpetual shadow. How could such a catastrophe happen, and what could possibly bring the sun back? Our story begins in the dawn of Japanese civilization, around the 8th century CE, when Japan's earliest literary texts, the Kojiki and the Nihon Shoki, were first compiled. These ancient records tell of a time when the heavens were ruled by a pantheon of powerful deities, known as kami, the gods and spirits of Japan's indigenous religion, Shinto. Like the gods of ancient Greece or Rome, these kami possessed immense powers and very human flaws. Among them, 3 stood supreme, known as the Three Precious Children, Mahashara-no-Yuzu no Miko. The most revered was Amaterasu, the radiant sun goddess, ruler of the heavenly realm Takamagara, and the mythical ancestress of Japan's imperial house. Her siblings were Tsukuyomi, the moon deity, and the wild, unpredictable storm god, Susanoo. Imagine a royal family, but instead of kingdoms, they controlled the very forces of nature. Amaterasu brought light and life, while Susanoo brought tempest and chaos. Their personalities clashed dramatically, much like a meticulous older sister and a rebellious younger brother. But what could Susanoo possibly do to provoke the all-powerful sun goddess into abandoning her sacred duty and plunging the entire world into eternal night? Susanoo, the storm god, was a deity of immense power but little self-control. He was jealous of his sister's radiant authority and prone to destructive outbursts. His mischievous acts escalated from petty annoyances to outright devastation. He destroyed Amaterasu's sacred rice fields, meant to nourish the world, and even defiled her sacred weaving hall by throwing a flayed horse through its roof. This was an act of extreme disrespect and pollution, considered an unforgivable insult to the gods. Amaterasu, utterly disgusted and heartbroken by her brother's relentless malice, made a drastic decision. She retreated into Ama-no-Iwato, literally, Heaven's Rock Cave, a secluded sanctuary deep within the celestial realm. The moment she sealed herself inside, the world was plunged into an unimaginable darkness. All light vanished. Crops died, evil spirits roamed freely, and the other 8 million gods, the Yaoyorozu no Kami, gathered in utter panic. But here is the part nobody talks about. Amaterasu, in her despair, didn't just hide, she essentially resigned from her divine duties, leaving creation itself on the brink of collapse. How could the gods possibly convince the sun goddess to return, when she refused to even look upon their world? Faced with eternal night, the gods knew they couldn't simply beg Amaterasu to return. Her pride and hurt ran too deep. So, they convened a divine council, led by Omoikane, the god of wisdom and sagacity. He devised a radical plan, one that relied not on force, but on curiosity and an unexpected dose of scandalous humor. The gods gathered outside Ama-no-Iwato, the Heaven's Rock Cave. They brought a sacred sakaki tree, adorned it with jewels, and hung a gleaming mirror, the Yata no Kagami, before the entrance. Then, Ame-no-Uzume, the goddess of dawn and revelry, stepped forward. She overturned a wooden tub, began to stomp rhythmically, and performed a truly outrageous, lewd dance. She stripped off her clothes, exposing herself, and danced with such wild abandon that the other gods roared with laughter, shaking the very foundations of the heavens. Amaterasu, hidden within her dark cave, heard the uproarious laughter. She was baffled. Why were the gods celebrating when the world was in darkness? Her curiosity, a powerful human emotion, began to chip away at her divine resolve. Would this audacious performance be enough to draw her out, or would she remain hidden, leaving the world to its eternal fate? The laughter and revelry grew louder, echoing through the celestial realm. Amaterasu, unable to bear the mystery, slowly, cautiously, opened the door of Ama-no-Iwato, the heaven's rock cave, just a crack. "Why are you laughing?" she asked, her voice tinged with both anger and wonder. The gods, following Omoikane's plan, told her they were celebrating an even greater goddess than herself. As she peeked out further, her gaze fell upon the Yata no Kagami, the sacred mirror, hung strategically before the cave. In its polished surface, she saw her own radiant reflection. Transfixed by her dazzling image, she stepped out, wanting a better look. This was the moment Ame-no-Uzume, the god of strength, seized his chance. He lunged forward, grabbing the cave door and tearing it wide open. As Amaterasu emerged fully, her brilliant light instantly banished the darkness, flooding the world with warmth and life once more. To prevent her from ever retreating again, a holy rope was immediately stretched across the cave entrance, sealing it forever. Susanoo, for his transgressions, was banished from Takamagara, the heavenly realm. The sun had returned, but what did this dramatic event mean for the future of Japan? The myth of Amaterasu's return from Ama-no-Iwato is more than just a dramatic tale, it is a foundational story for Japan. It established Amaterasu as the central deity of the Shinto pantheon, Japan's indigenous religion, and solidified her position as the mythical ancestress of the Imperial House of Japan, a lineage that continues to this day. The Yata no Kagami, the sacred mirror that lured her out, became one of the three imperial regalia of Japan, symbols of imperial authority and a direct link to the sun goddess herself. Today, Amaterasu's chief place of worship is the Grand Shrine of Ise, known as Ise Jingu, in Mie Prefecture. It's one of Shinto's holiest sites, a place where millions still make pilgrimages, reflecting the enduring power of this ancient myth. Imagine a sacred complex, rebuilt every 20 years for over 1,000 years, dedicated to the goddess who literally brought the sun back to the world. It's a testament to the profound impact of this story on Japanese culture, spirituality, and national identity. The tale of Amaterasu reminds us that even divine beings can suffer, and sometimes, it takes a little laughter and a clever trick to bring light back to the darkest corners of the world. Join us next time on Japan Storyteller as we explore the legendary origins of the samurai and their unbreakable code. Don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into Japan's